at each of my chemotherapy treatments, I had with me a family member, my husband, or good friends such as Bridget Kosser. I was very fortunate to have Bridget with me during one special treatment because Bridget is a Reiki master. She's also the person who's helped me focus on the energy of the food that I'm taking into my body to support my body during treatments. And so I felt that it would be really valuable to listen to some of Bridget's experiences as she was with me.
Well, I have to say it's quite an experience to support someone during literally their chemo session. And I was with Amy a number of times, but this particular time, as they were starting to do two of the drugs that they actually had to insert through an IV. This is how some of the drugs were administered. I noticed as I had my hands on Amy that I was feeling sensations myself. Immediately I felt nauseous, which I was surprised that I experienced anything. Even more surprising is once the nausea was had passed for me, I started to feel cold or I started to feel warm. And what came with that was the foods that actually energetically would kind of counter and balance those sensations in the body. Just like in previous videos, we've talked about how treatment can make you feel dried out. And that's happening on the inside. Your organs are literally going through a drying out time. And that's why we use foods that are moister, keep you fluid on the inside. Well, when you go through chemo, the same thing happens. It's a very intuitive, energetic sensation and process. It isn't all mechanical. It isn't the same for everyone. And with Amy, it came right away to me what foods would really help her to feel warmer, because a lot of these particular ones felt very cold, and she needed something very warming on the inside when she went home to counter that energy. It's a really simple balance, cold, hot. So we were doing foods that would help warm her insides and again still keep her fluid and moist in there. It was just a very, very different, amazing, surprising experience as a person who works with energy to be able to feel those things. And what was really cool is I was able to tell Amy so that she could be aware of those things and notice in herself if she felt the balance when she ate these foods. So it's really worth it to have someone with you who can kind of be with you at a time where you might be in fear. You might be kind of really anxious and stressed out. You might not be feeling all of these subtleties right away, but someone who's close to you, loves you, cares about you, can kind of help with this. And it's not that I know the answers for Amy. Amy knows if it's going to work for her or not, but certainly having someone to offer different suggestions so you can try them and see, maybe this is going to work better than maybe more medication.
Right, and the other thing that was very important for me is because I was walking this journey from a place of love within myself, I was very conscious to be as open as possible so when the drugs were coming in, I didn't have that fear or constriction within my body that would actually cause the drugs maybe to I don't know, there wasn't as much resistance inside of me. I will share that after one of my treatments, because each one of them actually was a different experience for me, but after the one, and you'll know what it is, it's the red drug that they push into the port. Please, if you are a nurse or a patient, push that drug very, very slowly. It is so powerful. And on this particular treatment, they actually pushed the drug before they gave me the IV drug, and I had so much nausea afterwards. And I really feel that the energy of that drug was entering my body too quickly, and I immediately started to contract, which for me led to more nausea than any of my other treatments. So these are just simple things to remember, but they're very powerful insights. Again, every treatment is different, every person is different. The bottom line is listen to your own body and trust that. You are the one having the experience, and it's your responsibility to walk it in your way. Thanks for listening.